Everyone appreciates a good Christmas card, right? Well, we don't have one for you. Instead, we have one coming from Representative Thomas Massie, a Republican, who sent this out on Twitter. Merry Christmas, P.S. Santa, please bring ammo. We can zoom in and you'll see smiling faces and rifles and machine guns and a very, very tiny couch, as was pointed out to me by the producers. That is the smallest couch ever. Anyway, Francesca, like you take a look at the image and you already know every bit of why he did this, the objective of doing this, how gleeful he is about it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously the insensitivity of putting that out days after a mass shooting where children were gunned down in their school. You gotta wonder, did he do this photo shoot before that incident? After the incident? Was it a scheduled tweet that we forgot to unschedule, you know?
I doubt it.
Or schedule, but like just so corny, so tasteless, and like you're not tough. You're so sad. You're so sad, and you've spread the sadness to your sad little family. I mean, spend that money on therapy, bro, and a better couch.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a "how dare you" out of you, but anyway, how dare you? Anyway, yeah, it's not good. So I think you've jumped on it, but I want to go a step further, and that he's putting this out. It's insensitive because it's days after the shooting, and people acknowledge that. 4 were killed, 7 were injured. A new national debate about gun laws. No, it's not. Stop putting that in the Washington Post. We don't seriously consider doing literally anything to stop these things. If we were gonna do that, we would have done it with the last 700 mass shootings we've had. But anyway, but it's even worse because it's about a family that was super casual with letting their kids have guns. And here is a family super casual about all of their kids having guns. The girl sitting in the middle of what someone in the chat called a loathe seat, not a couch, is holding, I'm gonna say, an Uzi or a Tech 9, something that looks like one of those guns. It's too zoomed out for me to know for sure, but something like an Uzi. And he's got an M60. So should a kid have an Uzi? No, I believe it was actually an Uzi that a kid was taken to a few years back, was taken to a shooting range and accidentally shot I think one of the workers at the shooting range with the Uzi. But again, when you just casually let kids have guns, some of them just pose in photos, others take them to school and shoot up the place. And he thinks, like, we don't have to speculate that this is an aggressive trying to own the libs thing. In response to the criticism of all this, he later tweeted, "Which do these liberals hate most? Guns, Christmas, family, freedom?" No, mostly just the mass shootings that the guns do. But if I have to choose one of those guns, yes, I hate the guns the most out of those. Do you not?
I mean, I hate your guns and I really hate your family. I also hate your Christmas because that bow around your tree is uggo, all right? I'm sorry, you put no thought into that whatsoever.
Family.
No, yeah, no. Look, yeah, this is night. Can you imagine even just spending like a few hours with this family? Because they don't drink. Like there is no rum in the eggnog. It's like, nope, that's against God. Now let me reload my M60.
Yeah, and look, for me, it's like they would say, all of you don't care about Christ and Christmas. We do, you godless atheists don't. Okay, which of us made that whole thing about owning the other side? You did that. You took the thing that is supposedly so holy and sacred to you, and you made it a social media attack against people who disagree with you politically and those who are grieving those lost in mass shootings. That's a weird thing to do if you consider Christmas to be a really holy time. I love Christmas. I don't think any of the stuff it's supposedly based on is true, but I think it's fun regardless. But you're treating it as if it's designed to attack your political foes. That's a really weird way to spend the holiday season.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.